Hey friends, welcome back to my home kitchen. I'm excited to share a new recipe with you, highlighting so many ingredients from Spring Creek Farm. It's like this easy go-to. Now it has a couple of steps, but it doesn't mean it's difficult. It's actually really accessible. I'm so thrilled to bring this to you. Today we are making a Greek style loaded potatoes, okay? So walk through this with me. It's all Greek flavors, but kind of like nachos, if you think about it. But instead of chips at the bottom, we have our own Spring Creek Farm potatoes, okay? Pre-sliced and pre-roasted. That's gonna be our base. Then we're adding, of course, ground beef from the farm. You can, of course, have like a skirt steak or flank steak on there, or other types of ground meat that you find. We're going to crumble that over here, okay, over my pre-crispy roasted potatoes. I'm gonna walk you through all this, so don't worry. Then we're gonna top that with a homemade tzatziki, some cucumbers and red onion and olives and tomatoes and all of those fabulous fresh Greek flavors, okay? Does that make sense? So what I did first was I thinly sliced, now I used a mandolin, but you could do this by hand, yellow potatoes, a good handful of them, and filled a sheet pan. Now, mine, I left them to go to a field hockey game and are like extra crispy crunchy. Awesome. But if you don't want them even this crispy crunchy, they don't have to be. You just want to roast them to however you would want them, the texture that you would desire to be at the base of this awesome Greek sheet pan meal. Now, I'm going to serve this to my family right off this sheet pan, okay? So I'm going to load this up with the next ingredients that we have. So first will come our potatoes. Next is going to be our ground beef. But first I want to make our tzatziki sauce, okay? So that's what I have out here for you, and I'm going to walk you through what that entails. Now I have about a cup of plain yogurt, Greek yogurt or regular yogurt, that's like been strained off. So either one. There is yogurt at the farm, which is really helpful in the refrigerator case. Some cucumber, okay? Some lemon and dill, and a little bit of salt and pepper, some garlic, and a drizzle of olive oil at the end, kind of to emulsify everything and bring it together, okay? So this is gonna be really bright and cheery flavors. Okay, and so many fun ingredients, and it's like a one dish meal, right? We have all the veggies, we have our meat. I love kind of keeping everything contained and focused on a one dish meal. Sometimes it's just mentally so much easier to manage, okay? In goes my dill, some grated cucumbers, okay? Now what I did with the cucumbers is after I grated them, I put them in either a clean dish towel or some paper towels, and I squeezed out the excess fluid, okay? Otherwise, it makes your tzatziki sauce really watery. Now, you can drain that off later if you skip this step, but it just keeps them a little bit drier, and it makes the sauce a little thicker and nicer, okay? So that's a little tip I have for you. Now, a little bit of salt and pepper in here, and then we're gonna add in some garlic and some lemon, okay? So easy, okay? I have a clove of garlic, also from the farm. I mean, you can really luck out and never have to go to the store. That's why I wanted to highlight all of these fun ingredients for you. Okay, so in goes my clove of garlic. Next up, I'm going to have some lemon juice. If you want to have it extra zesty, no pun intended, you can zest the lemon as well, or at least some of it before you juice it. That is totally fine and gives it some brightness. I love this smell. It's one of my favorites. Yeah. And then you're gonna think about too what toppings you're gonna want on this. Like what would you traditionally want? Maybe on a Greek salad or Greek flavors. I personally love the veggies that I got out, which are cucumbers and cherry tomatoes, also from the farm. This red onion from the farm. Olives, not from the farm. Okay, very simple. Some simple stuff. But what about chopped red bell peppers, right? Those are fantastic, or red or green peppers, Load it up with what you enjoy. You can even add some leafy greens on top as the final layer. So I'm gonna show you when we build this, where you can really take it, which would be so nice. The arugula at the farm in the bags in the refrigerator are fabulous. And they would be a fantastic topping as well. Okay, so here, look how easily our sauce comes together. And it's very cucumber heavy for me, and I love it that way. Okay, but it's flavorful and interesting and bright. So good. Okay, so get your potatoes. Mine have cooled a little bit because again, I went out and ran some errands, but this is how simple this is to just kind of pick up. And next I'm going to add in here my ground beef. We're gonna layer it just kind of ad hoc, you know, make this an organic process, no pun intended again, but you know, just build it the way that you would enjoy. You're gonna serve it right off of this pan. Now, I made this ground beef. I should start actually from the beginning with the potatoes. I thinly sliced the potatoes. I roasted them at 400 for about 20 minutes aside. And I tossed them in some olive oil and some salt and pepper. Okay, very simple. And with my ground beef, you can season it however you want. You can make it have a little kick. You can just keep it simple, maybe with some garlic or onion powder. Okay, again, some salt and pepper, because we're gonna have a lot of flavor with our tzatziki, so don't stress about it. And then I used the same bowl I had tossed my potatoes in with some garlic powder and some salt and some olive oil to then reuse the bowl to make my sauce here. So I'm saving on some dishes and it makes it streamlined. Okay, so the ground beef went on there. Next, I'm going to add my tzatziki, and I'm just going to dollop this around the pan, okay? In little bits here and there. Okay, this isn't gonna win any beauty contest, but it's gonna taste so good. And then everybody gets some. Okay, just like this. Got it? So space it out however you'd like. You can always make more or less tzatziki, you know, amp it up, have some leftovers for some veggies, little sandwiches later in the week, whatever it is you want. Okay? Look good? All right, next, tomatoes. I have a couple cucumbers in my hand too. See? We can do both at the same time. That's fine. Yum. Space them all out. Gorgeous. My favorite tomatoes right now are these little sun golds, little orange cherry tomatoes. Oh, cannot beat them. They're just the best. Okay. Next, I'm going to add some red onion. Okay, a little crunch, brightness. You can also saute this onion with the ground beef if you would prefer it not be raw on this. And it's totally your personal preference, but I'm giving you the go ahead to cook this down with your meat if you're inclined. Okay, look, it's so gorgeous already. So simple, right? Next, some Kalamata olives. I chopped these, okay, just like I prepped my other veggies. You can also buy sliced ones. Okay, and this is where you would also put on peppers if you want, or what else, whatever else you can think of. Maybe some crumbled feta cheese, you know? And there you go. You have the salty brininess of all of our olives, but on top of what is already the most gorgeous Greek loaded potatoes, okay? So it's healthy, it's nourishing, and it's so gorgeous, right? Easy to make, okay? So don't be shy about cooking your potatoes first. Go do something else, you know? Whip up your ground beef, and before you know it, you have an easy sheet pan dinner. All right, so I'll see you at the farm. Reach out to me with any questions and enjoy our Greek masterpiece. All right, be well. Talk to you soon.